Hello and welcome to this week's episode of MT Squared, Minerva's 2-minute tactics for your procurement. So this week I would like to talk to you about Angela Rayner, of all people. Don't worry, this is not a political broadcast, but I would like to talk about the circumstances which led to her having to resign from government. For those of you that are familiar with the story, you may well know that she was buying a property in Hove and she ended up underpaying on the stamp duty that she was due. So of course, this was referred to the ethics committee, and as a result, she ended up having to resign her position. Now, when she made the purchase of the property, the conveyancing firm that she was dealing with advised her to get specialist tax advice in relation to the transaction, and she decided not to do so. And unfortunately, that was the unravelling, because her circumstances were very complicated, and it really did need some specialist advice. I'm not sure why she declined that offer, but as it turned out, it was a bad decision not to take that specialist advice. It may have cost her some money to do so, but in the long run, she would have obviously been much better off. So how does this relate to procurement? Well, it particularly relates to local government pension scheme provisions in your tender processes. I've become aware that there are a lot of people that are really not confident or expert or have the knowledge to make decisions around local government pension schemes. Is it going to be a pass-through arrangement? Should it be full risk transfer? What risks would you be willing as the trust or the school to take on or to keep? And what would you wish to push to the contractor? What can you push to the contractor that would mean that actually you keep your bidders in your tender process? Because for some of them, they won't actually remain in the process if the risks are too high. So there's a lot of really complex decisions to make, and not ones that you should be making if you're not 100% confident in your knowledge of local government pension scheme. There's lots of advice and guidance out there, but if you're in any doubt, I would strongly suggest that you take some professional advice in this regard. Better to spend £1,000, possibly even £2,000. It sounds like a lot of money, but better to spend that and get the right advice and make the right decisions than it is to make the wrong ones. We've had some scenarios recently where people haven't taken advice and guidance and have ended up in a real pickle with their local government pension scheme provision. To try and help you with this, on the 28th of January, we will be running a webinar. We're going to be joined by Ginevra Gattrell, who is a partner at Gunnar Cook, and she is a pensions expert. She is my go-to lady if I've got any queries or questions on local government pension scheme. So she's going to come and do a short session for us on local government pension scheme, looking at some of the issues, looking at the responsibilities of you as a school or trust, looking at the responsibilities of the contractor, and helping you with some high-level information to navigate this very complex area. So I do urge you, if you're not 100% confident on local government pension scheme, please do join us for that session on the 28th of January at 12:30. More details about it are on Minerva's website, so please do head over there and you can register. But yes, please don't be Angela Rayner. Please make sure that you get help and advice in what is a very complex area. So that is my tactic for this week. I hope that's useful. Until next time, soldier on.